Hey there, Board Game Maniacs. Thank you for joining me in on this theme month, the month of October, my favorite time of the year, Halloween. It is my Christmas. Everybody knows this. I love everything about the macabre, the zombies, the vampires, the werewolves, you name it, I love it. So what we're planning on doing for this month is, now that I'm playing horror theme-based board games, VR games, tabletop games, and so on. And we have a stacked ton of games that we can choose from to play. And what we're going to be doing to play is we're going to play like zombie games. We're going to play like maybe This War of Mine. It's kind of like an apocalyptic game. It's not horror themed, but it kind of fits into it. We may play some VR Hordes. There's so many games that we can choose from, and I'm excited for this because I love Halloween. I'm going to probably be playing solo for a lot of the games, and the reason for this being is starting around, like the end of August to the end of October, the other Board Game Maniacs get super crazy busy because most of them work in haunted house attraction as actors dressing up and scaring people. So because of that, you may not see them in any of the Halloween month videos, but I'm going to try to get them in to see if they have any time free to play. But if not, I'll try to get other guests coming in too as well. Now, I have to confess something, and my confession is that this really isn't the month of October. When you see this video, it will be released in October, but right now it is not even close to October. And the reason why is because myself, I owned another company called Dieaboliceffects. The link will be down in the description below, where I make and sell costumes, masks, props, prosthetics, tutorial videos, which I'm going to be working on for my Dieaboliceffects YouTube channel. And because of that, I have to try to plan ahead so that when I get busy making the stuff, and again, this is definitely my busy time of the year because I have so many builds that I'm doing, that the viewers, the subscribers for Board Game Maniacs, don't lose any of the content of being posted every Saturday of every month. So this month of October is no exception. You're going to get at least 4 videos every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time that it's going to be released. We might even get 6 or 8 videos this month. I'm going to try to do it as hard as I can to pump out as many videos so that you get more content for the month of October, and it's all going to be based on the macabre and the scary and everything. So again, I apologize that I'm kind of misleading you because this is not the month of October, but it is going to be released in October. So this is pre-recorded video content. That don't mean I don't want you to comment down below. Comment in all the videos. Let me know if there's any rules mistakes. Remember, timestamp and refer to a page number of that game that we're playing for the rules manual so that I learn and other people that are viewing are going to learn too as well. Because without you, we may be playing all the games wrong, or we might not be playing any games at all because of the viewers and subscribers. We're here. If it wasn't for you, we would not even have Board Game Maniacs channel. So thank you very much for this. So I hope you enjoy my Christmas month, the month of October, All Hallows Eve. Woo! Let's go to the videos. Thank you, Board Game Maniacs, for joining me for this video for the Octoberween month. That's right, Octoberween! We're playing none other than Project Z by Warlord Games. Now, the difference, though, I have to say, is we are not going to be following specifically the rule set word for word into this game, because I did do a couple of house rules for this, because I did make a custom scenario just for Octoberween, and we had to play a zombie game. We were going to play this. That we were going to play Project Z because it is a great game that is developed. You can see the board is already set up. I love to look at this board. I'm just going to swing around a little bit. We do have Project Z, other battle reports on our channel that you can certainly go to and check it out. This here is not the exact same kind of mission because again, I created this specifically for Octoberween. You can see a nice little street shot there. Oh, I really like the look of this board. I did do a little bit of a change up on the board. This piece of the board here, it had 2 bunkers onto it originally. There were one there and one over there. I took them out because they were permanent, so I pretty much cut them out. I filled in the holes and I just flocked it even more and put some sand onto it. Hopefully you can't really tell where the bunkers were at, but you still see the crater there. Again, I'm excited to play this game because the board is just making me get into the mood more and more for Octoberween. The mission is pretty simple. So who we're using here, I'm going to go over the characters more in detail, but we are using the Special Ops team. And what the Special Ops team is, you can see there's an abandoned city back here, just the beginning of it, and there's gates put up because the Special Ops, along with the male and female survivors, had set this little sanctum up to try to keep the zombies, the undead, and anything else that was monsters from getting in and overrunning the little bit of the city that they do control. So what happened is they were running out of supplies and the world is in chaos right now because of this apocalypse that happened, the zombie apocalypse. But there is some larger bases that are stationed in like the Yukon and, you know, in Mexico and in Australia and everything else that they are in contact with via radio, really long radio waves hit to Australia, I'm telling you. But anyhow, they're able to keep in contact, and what they did is they radioed in one of the main more populated areas and said, like, we are running out of food and supplies. We're not going to survive here unless you step in and help us. Show that humanity is not lost and you can help us. So what they did is they sent out these helicopters from a short distance and they did airdrop for supplies, but the only problem is they miscalculated where they would drop the supplies at. So because of that, the Special Ops have put a team together of specially trained army, mercenaries, and so on to go out into the dead zone. This is the dead zone right here, as you can see, because nothing really grows there anymore. And the special operations team have to go out and they have to pick up the supply crates. And in the supply crates, you're gonna have things such as medicine, food, water, ammunition, clothing, blankets for when the winter does hit. So just, you know, your supplies that you would need to try to help survive the zombie apocalypse. And you can see there's one of the supply drops. There's another supply drop. Another one there. And there's another one there. One in the crater. And one right here. Now them supply drops represent all of everything that they need to bring back to the safe zone, which is the city. So the dead zone is here and the safe zone is the city. So I'm going to deploy my special operations team to start here, and they have to make their way out and they have to get to the supply tokens. Now, just to make this game go by a little bit smoother and a little bit faster, they're not going to have to go to every one of these supply drops. No, all they have to do is go to one supply drop and they're going to roll a D6. If they get a 4, 5, or 6, then they successfully found supplies. And all they need to do is go to 3 of the 6 supply drop and pick up supplies. So they only need 3 out of the 6. And once they do that, they just have to get back into the safe compounds of the little knit community that's behind all the gates that is heavily guarded, as you can see from all of the survivors, female and male. There's no bikers because the bikers are the rival gang. We've seen that in one of the other videos in the past. So because of that, this is the objective. So again, they just have to get to one of these objectives. They roll a die on a 4, 5, or 6. They're able to pick it up. Hopefully they're going to be able to get to, you know, like 3 of them and be successfully picking up. Now, what happens if they roll it and they fail? They get like 1, 2, or 3. Well, that means that they have to wait to the next turn or the next round to search the supply drop again. So they can either stay where they're at and hope that none of the zombies will swarm in and surround them to attack them, or they can say, screw this, we're trying to make our way to another supply drop. And once you search one of the supply drops and you find what you're looking for, it gets removed from the game. That's right, just like that, pretty simple. You can see too as well is there are already some zombies and there's zombie spawn tokens. You know, there's 4 zombie spawn tokens on the board. So there's one, there's another, there's one at the edge of the board here, and there's one right there. And how I come up with this is I looked into the solo play mission for the Project Z, and I did base that part off of it where the amount of supply or the spawn points is determined by the amount of character cards used in the game. We're using 3 character cards, and because of that I looked in the book and there's 4 spawn points on it that you have to use. In this custom scenario, there's 8 rounds of gameplay. Usually the typical game for Project Z runs about 6 rounds. This is 8 rounds. So they have 8 turns so that they can pick up 3 of the supply tokens, supply drops, and make it back into the safe confines of the little fortified city that they have going. If one of the team members gets killed that is carrying the supply token or the supply crate, then it just gets dropped where it is, and then you have to go back with another team member to pick it up. So hopefully nobody will die in this mission, because that's going to make things even more difficult. You know, this scenario, I've never played it because I just created it specifically for Octoberween, and hopefully it's not going to be too hard to play this game. Who knows, I might have played it too difficult or too easy. We will find out exactly what it is. And what I would like everybody to do that's watching this is just comment down below and let me know what you thought of this custom scenario. You know, give it a rating of 10 being the greatest and 1 being like really bad, and why would you ever put this onto the channel. Not sure if I mentioned this or not, but you can see there, where it has the 4 spawn points. After turn 3, so from round 4 to 8, these are going to get flipped over to their escalation side. What that means is from the escalation side, we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more zombies on each of these escalation sides. So after turn 3 is over, flip over and spawn 5 more zombies for each round. That's right, so it is going to make it super difficult, and this board is going to get overrun very quickly by the zombies. So hopefully we'll be able to find them supply crates quickly and get back into the little protected city. I really don't know what's going to happen here, but other rules that's going to happen, I will explain as we go along, because I don't want to keep this to be the majority of an explanation of the game before we play. And again, one other quick thing is we have the regular cards that we use for the Project Z, and we also have the survival cards. You know, these survival cards are specific. I kind of drew a couple of them specifically, and then I randomly drew other ones. So I got 5 of these survival cards, and then I have 5 of these to start. Once you use these cards, they're gone at the game. You can't replenish them. These ones, however, once you use these at the beginning of the next round, you can pick up as many, the total 5 in your hand. So just keep that in mind too as well. Let's look at who I got for the Special Operations team. So we have a commander here. He has 1 wound, and you can see there's 3 notches here. See if I get a little closer there so that there we go, it's 3 notches. These are command points. So we're gonna use the grit tokens for that. So I'm gonna treat them just like grit tokens, where you can spend a grit token to reroll, you can spend a grit token to remove one of the reload tokens, and so on. Now, with this commander, he is unique. There's only 1 in the whole squad, obviously, because he's the commander. He got 1 wound. He has run, clips and bullets, and hold back. If we are going to use one of these, then I will explain it. Next, we have the Special Ops Fire Team ×2, and they got run, clips, bullets, and hold back, but no wounds. Spec Ops Specialist Team. We have 2 of these, and it has like a machine gun and a bazooka. I'll go over all the weapons as we fire them. And it has run, clips and bullets, hold back, and scope. So that's going to be really good. So with scope, just to touch upon that, is if you're shooting over an obstacle, you usually have to reduce your die and everything, but with the scope, you don't need to reduce it because you are specifically picking out that zombie. Another thing, and again, this is more special house rule, and that is as long as the commander is alive and we have any of these team members that are within 6 inches when they are going to engage in shooting or melee combat, they get to re-roll one of their die once, and that's because of the Special Ops team commander, as long as they're within 6 inches of this guy. And there you have it. That's kind of everything set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy my Special Operations team over at the front of the gate, and we're going to get ready to start this carnage battle. Now that I explained all of it and I got my men deployed, you'll notice that the camera is a wee bit brighter than it was. That's because I kind of had it set a little dark just so we go over this, just to kind of get in the mood of, you know, this being an apocalypse. There's no bright colors or anything, but I had to turn it back on. I could have just color corrected in post, but I figured I would just brighten up the camera view just a little tiny bit more, because we're done the explanation. It set the mood, and now it's time to start playing the game. So you can see here where I have deployed. It was pretty simple where I decided to deploy. They're all deployed. Now, the guys behind the sandbags, they're not part of it. They're kind of guarding the gate. But we have a team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total for your Special Operations team. Commanders in the middle. And we're just ready to start killing. For my Special Ops, each of them have a movement of 6 inches. So just to be aware of that is it. And I'm going to probably start off with just one of the ninja looking guys right here. Now you can see there's a zombie right there. You know, he could just shoot to try to get rid of that, or they could try to make their way down there to one of the supply tokens. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I should separate them or should I, you know, try to keep them together. And judging from my past experiences of playing this game, I'm thinking the best thing to do here is just try to keep them together, keep them in coherency, because they are specially trained, and I want to make them look kind of specially trained. So that's what's going to happen, is they're all going to move to 6 inches first. Alright, so let's just move them up. I'm deciding we're going to move up. You can't see, but there's where the team is, and we're going to move this way to get the number 5 supply crate, and hopefully we're going to get luck out here. So first off, let's move them all, and again, they have a movement of 6 inches. So I'm not going to bore everybody by showing what the movement is and that, but I will move them all. So this guy, for an example, he's going to go up to 6 inches like that, and then we're going to move the rest. Now you can't see him because he's off camera, but he's right there. Let's kind of just swing the camera over a little bit. No, that's not going to work. I'll just move them all and then we'll be back. You can see there I moved all of the Special Operations team up. They're 6 inches because they are going to be going for this supply crate first, because they're trying to get as fast as possible before their turn runs out and get back into the compounds. Now, after they move, what's next is the zombies are going to move, and they're all the zombies on the board, not just ones that are in close proximity, but all zombies on the board get the move, and they have a movement speed of 4 inches. So this zombie here, you can see that with him moving, he can pretty much cover anyone at all. So I'm just going to go right here with him, but he has to keep an inch away from the base at least. But he's in range now for when it comes to melee. If that zombie is not dead, then it's going to go in for some food, and hopefully none of the Spec Ops are going to get bit and destroyed. This completes the movement phase for both the players and the zombies. You can see this zombie was on the spawn point and has moved over there. This zombie from the spawn point kind of fell into the hole, but closer to the objective marker. This zombie has moved here too as well. And I already recorded this zombie moved. So that ends the zombie phase, and we're on to the shooting phase. For the shooting phase, the commander is going to go first. So he is going to shoot at the zombie. Now the commander, oh, I just knocked down one of the light poles. Oh, there goes, we blew one of the lights. Oh no, it's going to attract more zombies. No. In either case, the commander is shooting at that zombie, and he has an assault rifle. Now this, the optimal range is 6 inches. And when he uses 6 inches, he can either have semi-automatic or automatic. Automatic, it's 12 shots. Semi, it's 3 shots. Now, I think 12 is going to be a little bit of an overkill here. Zombie only got 1 defense dice, so I think he's just going to have semi-automatic and shoot at the zombie with 3 dice. 3 shots, because he's only going semi-automatic. Oh, that was like... that sucked. Because now, he shot at the zombie and he got nothing at all. I'm going to see if I got a card that can help me do this or change it. I was going to use a card here, this card right here, which lets me to re-roll all the dice in your hand, but I forgot that he has his 4 buddies around him that can also try to take shots at that zombie. So he's not going to use a card. He's going and he missed. But for his trouble, he gets a reload token. So not a single, but because it has a special rule of reload, he's going to get this, which you'll have to roll to get 2 of these gone to re-roll his assault rifle. That was a really bad, like the zombie didn't even have to try to defend it because the commander just, even at close range like that, he wasn't able to do anything. Like, I don't understand why. But anyhow, so the commander activated. So now let's get the fur guy back here to shoot, and he also has an assault rifle. He's going to try the same thing, but he's just going to shoot the semi-automatic again because they got to try to conserve their ammo as much as possible to try to kill this zombie. All right, 3 shots into that zombie. Okay, that was a little better. So I got 2 hits and the lightning bolt, which is slain, so that don't count right now. But the zombie does have 1 defense to try to see if he can suck up them hits, or at least one of the hits. He has to roll a shield. And he gets a lightning bolt, or slain. So that means both shots go through to hit the zombie. So now I have to roll these, and if I get a slain, which is that lightning bolt, then that zombie is dead. That was a headshot that happened. So hopefully we're going to see some good success here. No! I got a hit and a shield. This here is gone, but that hit means that zombie is not killed, not headshot, but it hit him with enough force to hit him and drop him to the ground an inch away. He was definitely in range, so I forgot to say it, but he gets hit, so he gets down and get pushed back an inch. That wasn't too bad, so it kind of cleared the way a little bit. Now, I don't think any of the other members of the special operations team has range. I will double check, but I don't think they have any range at all to shoot any of the other zombies. Checking on it, none of them really has any range because they're all got automatic or assault rifles, some ARs, and they only have a range of 6 inches. So because of that, they can't shoot except for the exception of one guy. This guy right here, he has the bazooka. He also has a handgun that he can do too as well. But the handgun don't have enough range. The bazooka, however, would. But it has a 1 shot. So it means you can only shoot that bazooka once for the entire game, and that is it. So there's nobody else in range, so we're moving on to the other phase, which is going to be melee. You can tell that there's nobody that is in melee, so the melee phase is done. And then the next phase of the round would be the upkeep phase. And what it means, you start with the active player and each of their miniatures would stand up but they're not down. There's only the walker. The zombie is down. So that zombie will actually stand back up again. Because he didn't die, he just stands back up. And now we have to try to get rid of these reload tokens. So we're going to roll to see. We have to get a shield for it to re-roll. Both of them have the double one, so we got to roll 2 dice for each character. Now usually to get rid of the reload tokens again, you roll these, and for every shield that you roll, you remove 1 of the reload tokens. Now, all of the special operations team have, which is called clips and bullets. So which means I can roll this or even a slain icon, and that counts as well to get rid of them. So let's do the commander first to see if he gets rid of the tokens. 2 of them. So he is reloaded successfully. Now let's do the other special operations guy, and he also with clips and bullets, he got a shield and a lightning, so he is reloaded too as well. There you have it. Gone and gone. Good job. Reload their weapon successfully. And that is it for the first round. I lied. It's not the end of the first round. There's one more thing to do. At the end of each round, you have to spawn 1 zombie on the zombie spawn point. Now again, that's only until turn number 4. You flip this over and it's 5 zombies that are going to be spawned on each entry point. So that is pretty scary. So that's 1 zombie here. Another zombie goes there. Zombie goes over here. And another zombie goes right here. So there's the spawn. And now let's move over here. That was round 1. Now we are going on to round number 2. I think we're going to do the same thing. We're going to try to move over to this objective with the 6 inches so that we can try to secure this, and then any of the zombies that are going to move over, they're going to be able to try to shoot them and hopefully get a headshot off so it can kill them. I'll be back after I move them because, again, you don't need to see the movement. It's kind of boring. All movement is done. You can see they're kind of around here, and you know, this guy unfortunately did not have enough movement to get here, so because of that, the zombies moved 4 inches, so he had to keep an inch away. But now, when it comes time for melee, this zombie can charge if he's still alive, which he's going to get an extra dice, which is going to be bad. He's outside 2 inches away from one of the miniatures, so he's not going to be able to charge. But all the other zombies, you can see, moved there. Oh, actually, I didn't move the new zombies first. Well, these ones here, I kind of forgot to. So let's move them. They go up to 4 inches. So he's going to go down there. And 4 inches right here. Alright. So I totally forgot that. My bad. I always tend to forget something. But anyhow, that is all the movement for both the special ops and also the zombies. So now we are on to the shooting phase. And you know exactly what's going to happen here. Hopefully the team is going to be able to take out them 2 pesky zombies that are around here. One thing I forgot to mention, to be able to search for this, it happens after the melee phase. So once the melee is done and during the upkeep phase, if they're within 2 inches from a supply crate, they can roll the d6 to see if they find the supplies. And again, we're going to start off with the captain, which is right here. He is going to shoot into that. There's a 6-inch range. You can tell this is well under 6 inches. And he is going to probably, do you know what? We need these zombies gone, so he's going to go full automatic and try to shoot that zombie and hopefully get him in the head. Let's go to the dice box and see if he gets lucky. Because the commander is in full automatic, he gets 12 dice. Like, if he don't kill this zombie, there's something wrong. Alright, so let's see. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 7 hits, and that's 8 hits. Oh, geez, that is awesome. Alright, so zombie has a defense of 1. So I'm just going to take another white one. I'm going to put it there to get rid of this black, because just to keep it, try to keep it uniform. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots that potentially have gone through. And the zombie is going to dodge, but the zombies pretty much just hit. Oh, he failed his dodge anyhow. So all of these now we have to see if it's going to get any slain. Now, this assault rifle has a special trait called burst, and which means if there's any miniature within 1 inch of the miniature that you're shooting at, you can divvy up how many hits you want between them all. So let's just check to see if they're within the 1 inch, and if so, then I'm going to roll these all and see if it's going to hit both zombies and kill them. You can see they are definitely within 1 inch range of each other, so burst will definitely work. So the commander is shooting into the one zombie, and hopefully, because it's on fully automatic, he's just gonna spray, and you can't get hit with friendly fire, just to let everybody know. And he's gonna spray to see if he can hit that zombie and hopefully take out the other police officer zombie too as well. Let's go back to the dice box and see what happens. One thing to note too as well, this is maybe just a house rule. I can't really find it in the rule book anyhow, but because he's using burst, or because he has burst, the other zombie, it's indirect fire that's going on to the other zombie, so the zombie's not going to be able to defend against it because he don't even know what's going on. So all you need is 2 slain, and the 2 of them are dead. I got 1 slain. So 1 dies, and the other one is just hit, pushed back, and prone. That's really bad for all of them dice and only getting 1 slain result. I would like to kill both of them. Maybe I'm going to try to use one of the cards to... Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to use that reroll card because we want to get that other zombie dead. So that's the reroll card I'm using. It's pretty bad that I'm dipping into this already, but that is discarded now. And I'm keeping that slain, but because I'm just going to reroll all of these, and hopefully I'm going to get 1 more slain result. Yes, just 1 more. Like, this is so unlucky. I should have got more than just one other stinking slain result. But in either case, them 2 zombies are dead now. Everybody loves my sound effects. Do you know why? Because I'm awesome at doing sound effects. And for the commander's trouble, he gets a reload token. No big deal because he killed the 2 zombies pretty quick. 2 headshots from the spray of bullets. Sweet, sweet, sweet. There's no more zombies in range to be able to shoot at, so the shooting phase is done, and we're on to the melee phase. And you can tell from looking at this board that there's no zombies in range to be able to charge to do a melee attack. So because of that, we are on to the upkeep phase. No prone miniatures stand up. So all we have to do now is roll to see if we can get rid of that reload token for the commander. Trying to get him focused here. Yeah, so the reload token for the commander. And as well, we're going to have to spawn more zombies at the end of round 2. Remember, commander has clips and bullets, so all he needs is either a slain and a shield to reload. He's got 2 shields, so he's lucky he reloaded his assault rifle again. Yoink. Now I'm going to spawn 1 zombie per zombie spawn point. And also too as well, we are going to do the supply token because this is the upkeep phase. Now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the team special ops can all do a roll to see if they pick up the supplies. Hopefully that's going to happen and be successful. Zombies have been spawned. Now it's time. Now I get to roll this 4 times. So if I roll a 4, 5, or 6, they pick up the supply crate. 3, 1 failed. 5, bing, 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 bing. So we got the supply crate picked up. You know, first off, it was going to be the commander that rolled, he failed, and then we're just going to go from back to front. So it would be the gentleman, or the Spec Ops with the bazooka that rolled, and he was able to successfully pick up the supply crate. And that is why you keep the unit together, so that you can successfully pick up the supply crates. I know it would take less time to pick them up because if you separate them and spread them out, but more of a chance of successfully picking them up by doing this. But after turn 3, I may just try to spread them out to get them to go to the supply, because if not, I don't think we may win this because it's kind of far away. Oh, which reminds me, which I forgot to say, the sides of this board that we're playing on is a 4x4. Well, actually 4x3. Table edge to the gate is 3, and from table edge to the table edge is 4. So it's a 4x3 board that we're playing on. The Special Ops Specialist team gets one of the supply tokens. Sweet. And that ends turn number 2. We're on turn number 3. We have to go to 8 rounds. So I'm thinking now is a time that they're probably going to have to start trying to separate. I'm kind of scared for them to separate because it just, things are going to be very bad. But you can see here, there's another crate that's kind of close to them, or supply drop. Here's another supply drop that is somewhat close to them. And then there's this one, and then we have the one that's over here too as well. So this is kind of like a straight shot, which I know they should probably split up. 2 of them a straight shot this way is what I'm going to do, and 3 of them, because there's more zombies this way, are going to come down that way. So they may potentially be able to pick them up very quick within the next 2 turns, and if they do, well, 2 turns for this, maybe 3 for that. But once they pick them up, then getting back there. Now I'm going to start moving everything. I'm going to split them up, and I'll show you who I split up and where they went. All movement is done for both the Special Ops and the zombies. You can see the way they split up. I got 2 in the bazooka coming this way to go towards the supply drop, and I have 2 that are going to make it all the way up there, or at least hopefully try to get there. Now, I don't think that might be a good idea because it's going to take them longer to get there as opposed to there, I think. Now, I'm going to measure it. I may retract that movement and move them closer. I'll be back. I should have measured before I started recording, but I'm getting excited to get it all done. I did measure, and the only difference in between there to that supply drop to where they were, and from where they were to that supply drop, is by 1 inch. So it's not going to make that much of a difference. Well, I'm going to say that now, but I could be kicking myself in the butt for that. But we're going to continue on our path and go that way because it's less zombies I have to deal with right now as opposed to the horde that is starting to move up this way. And you can see here, right here. So we're going to go on to the shooting phase now. And we'll keep with the commander to do that first. So the 3 of them into this zombie, that zombie, and that zombie. But the only zombie that is actually in range, unless they use the bazooka, which I don't want to use yet, is this firmer looking zombie. I'm going to zoom in just a wee little bit. That firmer looking zombie right there. So that is the only one that's in range, so we're going to shoot. So let's do the commander first. Why? Why not? He's going full automatic again. 12 shots into that zombie. Unfortunately, the other zombie is not close within a 1 inch range, so the burst is not going to work. But if we can just kill that zombie, we'll be happy. So you can see the hits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. That's not too bad. 7 hits right here. So the zombie gets to roll to see if he gets a shield. He don't. So now I'm going to roll all of these and hopefully get a slain to kill that zombie. Do a headshot. Headshot! No headshot. I can't believe this. No headshots, but that zombie is laying prone. Brr, brr. Ugh. Cover me, cover me, cover me. I gotta reload. Next, the bazooka guy is going to shoot his handgun into the zombie that is already prone. Within 6 inches, you know, just barely teetering on the 6 inch mark. But he's going to shoot him, and because he's prone, now if he successfully hits once, and then the zombie can't defend any mark it don't have to be a slain, it could be just a hit, and that zombie will be taken off the board because it's just an automatic headshot. So let's go to dice box and see if he's going to be able to stomp that zombie down. 2 dice. Oh, 2 shields for a prone zombie. And even when the zombie is laying prone, the guy, no wonder he uses a bazooka. That's okay. He's going to play this card, which lets count as a hit. So one of these are a hit. So now that zombie is going to have to roll for defense. Now if he don't get a shield, zombie's probably going to be finished. Didn't get a shield, so now if he rolls this or slain anything but the shield, that means that zombie is deado. That zombie is deado because it's prone and it can't do anything else, so it is gone. It is dirt dust. Goodbye, little zombie. Goodbye, goodbye, you're dirt dust. Oh no. And the bazooka guy gets a reload token. Now one thing that I totally forgot about is these are special op teams, both, well, all of them. So because that when they're shooting, they get a +1 die to their range attacks, which I forgot I was adding, but moving forward, I'm going to correct that. Not now, I'm not going to change, it's too far to go back, but from now on, I'm going to try to remember to add that +1 die for the range, or their shoot, I mean. Last but not least, he is just in range to shoot this other zombie right here, 6 inches with his assault rifle, and I'm thinking because there's no other zombies that can kind of come up close to attack if he fails to remove his reload token, so he's going to go full auto 2 as well, and he's going to try to hit that zombie. I remembered this time for the extra die, so instead of 12 because he's going full automatic, it's 13. Lucky number 13, not unlucky. Let's see what we got here. Oh, pretty good hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. So that zombie gets to defend by rolling 1. See if he gets a shield. He don't. So the 8 shots are going to go through. So now we got to see if we got at least 1 slain, which means that that zombie is deado. Here goes. Looking for 1 slain. There it is. That's all he needs, 1 slain. You got 2 slains, 3 slains. Oh yeah, that zombie is El Tosteroni, but he does get the reload token, a double one. Sorry zombie, you wore your pretty evening dress to come out to eat some brains, but you're gone. He gets the reload token. Good job, Special Ops Sam. Oh yeah, I'm calling him Sam, by the way. We are on to the shooting phase still, and we still have the 2 guys over here to shoot. Now, one thing I want to mention is on all of their trait cards, they have a special trait called Run. What it means is instead of choosing to shoot on the shooting phase, they can opt to move an extra 4 inches instead of shooting, but we're not. We're just going to shoot that zombie. Oh, let's try to kill that zombie. All right, going first. Going full automatic to try to kill that rotten zombie. Still in the shooting phase, there's nobody else to shoot, but he's going to choose the run option to run an extra 4 inches up, but he's keeping away from this because we don't have any zombies coming out closer. So that was pretty good. Really good outcome. So we killed 3 zombies. They are kind of getting closer to the supply crate. Those guys are kind of making their way up to the supply crate. And now we're onto the melee part. There's no melee for anybody to do. So we're onto the upkeep phase. No prone miniatures at all to stand up. Now it's just to get rid of the 3 reload tokens there, there, and there. Remember, all of them have clips and bullets. So let's do Bazooka Guy first, only has 1 reload token. And I think he failed to reload. He did, he failed to reload. So now we're gonna do, how many more? 1, 2, and 3. So 3 double ones. So the first double one, get rid of it. So the commander got his reloads gone. That's 1 gone for the other guy. I better flip it over before we forget this. You see the commanders, he's gone, but the other ops still got a reload of 1. One last guy to see if he's going to get rid of his, able to reload. He's able to reload, not reload, he gets rid of 1 and 1 only. So we take this and we flip it over like that. This is not a good time to be able to hinder some of my guys from reloading. It's kind of bad. So I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is use some of the grit tokens, or command points in this case, to reload. Again, this is a house rule because normally in Project Z for the special ops, they don't use grit tokens at all. They have command points which will give them certain abilities that they can do playing their card. But I'm going to use the grit tokens for that. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 grit tokens to get rid of the reload tokens. There's the 3 grit tokens that are gone for the get rid of the reload tokens. Bam, just like that. The last thing to do on this upkeep phase is spawn 4 more zombies. Now remember, at the round 4 and on, every time we go to the upkeep phase, we got to put 5 zombies in each of the spawn points. That's gonna get pretty scary. We're now on to round number 4. Now, one thing you might know about this video is the audio may be going in and out slightly, like between the mic audio and then the camera audio. And the reason why is I just noticed this, but my lav that I got plugged into the camera, it keeps popping out for some reason. I apologize if it is fluctuating. I won't know 100% sure if it is fluctuating between camera audio and mic audio until I start the editing process. So if it is off like that, I apologize, but we're still able to hear everything. Maybe a little bit of difference into the sound quality, but not a huge difference. I gotta try to keep on top of that. So now we're on to round number 4 for all of the movement. And again, I'm just going to move everything and then I'll be back. Before we go on to the round number 4 for the movement, I'm going to use this take position card. And it states, play this card at the end of each upkeep phase to activate as many members of the incursion team as the star thing, which they all have, available to make a 3-inch move. This repositioning ignores any miniatures or terrain. So I'm going to move them an extra 3 inches. So plus I'm going to do the movement for round 4. So that would be 6 plus 3 is 9. I can do math. So all of them are going to be able to get to move up to 9 inches. And on top of that, I played 2 of my action cards from round 1, I think, but I forgot to replenish. So I'm going to pick up 2 more random cards to replenish up to 5 for my action deck. And now it's on to the movement phase for round 4. Off camera, I spawned the 4 zombies onto these because I forgot, and then I did all the movement for everything, because you can see this zombie moved here, zombie moved here, that zombie moved here, pretty close. Zombies moved, and the Black Ops or Special Ops team moved there, and you can see over here the Special Operations team moved here. Now that is it for all of the movement for round number 4, and we're going on to the shooting phase. We're going to resolve this shooting phase first. Now, one thing to mention, now, he can still see this zombie, but there is a big obstacle in his way, so he gets a -1 to his dice roll. So if he shoots with his handgun, which is 2 shots, then it's going to reduce to 1 shot to try to hit this zombie because it is over an obstacle. Them 2 guys are clear. So what I'm thinking is he's going to do full automatic to him, and then he's going to do a full automatic to her. So hopefully gonna die so you don't get a minus, and he can shoot clearly at the hospital gown wearing zombie. So let's go. We'll shoot off with the captain first. Or no, yeah, the captain's gonna shoot her first. 13 dice, full automatic. We didn't even get into melee, to be honest, because we've been really successful with our shooting. Let's keep it up. Let's see if I get better than 8 results here. So, 13 dice. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, That's crazy. Again, same result. 8 dice. Then we take 1 black dice for the zombie to see if they defend 1. Nope, same result again. Honestly, I don't know how this is happening. But now, 1 slain shot is all they need. And gets 1 slain shot only. So therefore, that zombie is deado, and the captain gets 2. Or commander, I should say, not captain. So she is, oh, evening gown, oh no. And he gets the reload token. So now we're going to shoot full automatic into him and see what happens. 13 dice. It results again, is it? 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, only 6 this time. Uh-oh. All right, let's clear the dice box. Zombie defense roll. No, so 7. Or no, 6 is going into this zombie now. All right, just need 1 slain, baby. You can do this. Bam! Bam! 2 slains. That zombie is overkilled. You hospital gown wearing zombie. Take that! Ow! And he gets a double reload token too as well. Bazooka Joe is just standing there and he's like, I got nothing to shoot at. Like, what's going on? This ain't fair. He can shoot his bazooka at something, but why waste it when he may need it? He's got no line of sight on anything anyhow. So now we are going to go over to the shooting for the other special operations team. As they're walking cautiously up the street, their spider sense starts tingling. And they turn around and they see nothing other than a zombie walking behind them, shambling with their mouth wide open, blood drooling out and saying, brains! Well, maybe. Anyhow, so they're all in the 6-inch range, 6 inches, and he's like 2.5, 3 inches. So he's gonna shoot, and then he's gonna shoot. So full automatic, first off. Scratch side, he's not gonna shoot first. He's gonna shoot first for the full automatic and try to hit that zombie. My reasoning behind that is simple. So if he shoots and kills that zombie, then he's gonna take his shoot movement to run an extra 4 inches up closer to this to get even faster up there. So we're gonna shoot that one first. It's gonna be full automatic, and that's gonna be 13 dice flying at that zombie. Let's go, baby. Brr, brr. That's not really that good results. That's 2 hits. That's 2 more hits for 4, 2 more hits for 6, and 1 more hit for 7. So that's 7 hits. That you know, it's less than what I got usually, but it's still 1. So we're gonna take the black die to roll for the zombie for defense. And he fails like usual. So now we are going to roll all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice and hopefully get a slain. Here goes, 7 dice, baby. 1 slain is all I need. Bam! Just like that, and it's only 1 slain. But yeah, that zombie is toasteroni, but he gets a reload token, a double one. I told you I'm awesome at these sound effects. I just have to say that the design of these cards are really awesome. And the reason why is because, you know, you have your stats on the card and you have like stuff about what each of your characters are, like so wounds 1, run clips and bullets and hold back. And you're like, what is that? I wonder. So you flip it over and all the information is here. So instead of the other guy shooting, because he got nothing to shoot at, he's going to do the run. Move up to 4 inches instead of shooting, and that's what he is doing. And that makes him that much closer to the supply drop. I totally lost what I was gonna say. Anyhow, so that is it for the shooting. We're on to the melee, and you know that there is going to be no melee whatsoever because there's no zombies there. And if we go over here, there's no zombies as well because they cleared them out. This is looking really good. So now we have to resolve the 3 of these for the check to roll the D6, and if they get a 4, 5, or 6, they pick up the second supply drop. So let's see if they can do that. Bazooka Joe is first. Here goes. Come on, Bazooka Joe. He's got a 2. Bazooka Joe sucked. All right, come on, Commander. Commander got a 3. He sucked. Uh-oh. Down to Willie. No, Sam. 3. Oh, no. They all failed their roll to pick up that supply drop. Wait a minute. Why are you saying wait a minute in that weird voice? Because I'm playing a card. It's a grit card. So I'm using a grit card, and this means you can play it at any time. And I'm using that grit card for a reroll. Oh, let's see if we can reroll. No, he still failed. Okay, that's it. My last grit token is gone to reroll. Like, this is horrible. I gotta get it. 6. Boom, boom, bang. Ooh, that's a pretty fancy number. 6. There's 5 there. That's a 1, so obviously that's a 6. So they successfully picked it up, just barely. But you can see this fancy dice. It's from Max Aggression Gaming. He is a game store located in both Niagara Falls and Welland, Ontario, Canada. He also has a Max Aggression Gaming website. Looking up on the net because you can order a lot of 40K stuff and other things, and he also does painting. Check him out. Let's go on with the game. It was Sam that managed to pick it up. So Sam gets to succeed for supply crate number, or supply drop number 2. Well, actually it's number 1 on here, but it's the second one that's picked up. This is good. There you see it in all its glory. We have 2 of the supply drops there. All we need is 1 more. And then the heroes, the special operation team, have to make their way back to the safe haven of the small, close community. Next part of the upkeep phase is to stand any miniatures up that are prone, but none are there. So now we're gonna have to try to lose these double over there ammo reload tokens, and then we're gonna have to spawn 5 zombies on each one of these. That is going to be horrific, especially right here. But anyhow, let's roll to see if we can get rid of all of the ammo. When I say get rid of all the ammo, I mean reload the ammo back into the assault rifles. Commander first. Fails. Sam. Oh, Sam gets his stuff removed. Last but not least, I'm going to call him George. George gets 1 removed. I think I might have to play a card here. I have to play a card. And the reason why I'm playing a card, simply because there are going to be 5 zombies on each spawn point now, and we need as much ammunition as possible. This is additional ammo. Discard to remove automatically all reload tokens from all the miniatures of the team during the upkeep phase. And I'm going to play that. And this is one of them survival cards that once you use it, you cannot get it back. But I have to use it. I have no other choice. I don't want to chance it because maybe... Hang on 1 second. The reason why I said hang on 1 second, because I was just gonna, you know, the cap's gonna get rid of his. He don't, or in either case, really close to another drop, a supply drop. But the problem is there's a spawn right here that's going to be 5 zombies coming this way. So I'm thinking what is exactly going to happen is I'm going to have to use this. I was going to hold off because, you know, just chance it for the next one that they can roll. But no, I would try to keep avoiding getting into melee and just use the shooting distance to do it. So anyhow, I'm going to use this and going to discard it right now and get rid of all reload tokens. Before I spawn the 5 zombies at each spawn point, that's 20 zombies coming on the board. Remember, I used the take positions. This is at the upkeep phase of every turn after I play it, that I'm able to move them 3 more inches. So I'm going to move them, advance them 3 more inches before I load up the 5 zombies, and we continue on from there. And there we have the 20 extra zombies on the board. So 5 more here, 5 more here, 5 more here, ooh, and 5 more there. Uh-oh. So now we are going on to round number 5. So we can take this and go to round number 5. Now at the end of round number 5 for the upkeep phase, 20 more zombies are coming on the board. So I gotta start acting fast here. We only need 1 more supply crate. So I have to really think about this because there's a really close supply crate to these guys. Now, but if I swing you over here, this is a lot of camera long movement and everything else. We have, because he moved that extra 3 inches because of the take position, he's able to pick this up on the upkeep phase. Wait a minute. That was for the upkeep phase. So I forgot to roll for him to see if he picked this up. I know I was missing something. So he moved it 3 inches, got to here. So now I have to roll before we go on to action round number 5, see if he picks that up, because that would be great, because that would be the 3rd supply token. Let's go and roll on this. I did say, and again, I repeat, I did say that the supply drop you roll on the upkeep phase. Now he moved because of the take position, 3 inches, which got him in range. So this could have been a deciding factor for the game. So that if I forgot to do this, then we might potentially have just made it even more difficult. But anyhow, 4, 5, 6. And of course I got a 2, so it didn't make diddly squat. And I don't think I have any grit cards or anything that I can do for a reroll. I'm gonna check my cards to find out though. Unfortunately, I don't have any more grit tokens left. And I don't have any more cards that I can play to just help me out here, because I'm back at my 5. And none of these get me to re-roll. And I don't have any of the survival cards that get me to do any kind of re-roll or anything. So therefore, he totally failed that. So we are on to round number 5 now for the movement. So I'm going to do all the movement of the zombies and the players, and then we'll be back. All movement is done for both the special ops as well as the zombies. And I may have made a really foolish decision here, and we will show you that in a second. But first off, the horde moved up. They're all moved up. Right here. They moved up, and let's swing over. You can see the one guy, he decided to stay exactly where he is because he was touching the supply drop. He just moved up 6 inches, so he's right beside him. So they are geared for that. Let's look at the possible foolish decision I made now. You can see I moved these zombies up in a horde for 4 inches. And I moved them guys up to 6 inches. Now, I did not move Bazooka Joe at all. I kept them, whoa, almost the light went down. I kept him exactly where he is. The reason why, because he has which is called hinder. So if he wants to shoot that bazooka, he can't move. If he wants to just shoot his handgun, he can move. But bazooka, he can't move because it's hindered. So he's staying there, and he's keeping within more than 2 inches away, which was just lucky. That kind of fluked out like that. Because if they were within 2 inches of him, they would be able to charge him. And I'm sure Bazooka Joe would not be able to survive all that onslaught of the zombies. But worked out, he's staying there so that he can blast all of them zombies with his bazooka. But before they do that, I'm thinking I'm going to use full automatic with these 2 guys and shoot into there, because they have burst, which I can distribute evenly. Hopefully Sam won't have to use, not Sam, hopefully Bazooka Joe will not have to use his bazooka yet. We'll find out. But yeah, that's all the movement. Now, unfortunately, if I swing over here, you can see the other 2 guys right here, and they're well more than 6 inches away to shoot. And because they have the thing, it's a short range onto their assault rifle, because short range you can't double it. So they couldn't even go down to 3 dice and shoot 12 inches because that assault rifle will not let them do that. So because of that, they're just going to be there just to try to get the supply drop, and they're not going to be able to shoot anymore. That's what they're doing, is just guarding that and waiting. So we're on to the shooting phase now. The only shooting phase is right now is the commander and Sam. So two of them are gonna just try to shoot them and riddle them with bullets, because they are 6 inches. They only have to be 6 inches with this. They're all within 1 inch of each other. So as long as they hit her, I can divvy them up. So let's go to the dice box and see what happens. Commander shooting first, 13 dice. Oh, that is, what crazy result is that? Get rid of 1, that's 12 shots into that zombie. Like, that is craziness. 1 defense, nope, failed. This is the best result so far. So now that's going to be 12 shots going into the zombie, and hopefully I'm going to get some slains here so that, you know, I can just divvy them up, and hopefully things will be looking up. Here goes. Come on, baby. You can do this. I know you can, Commander. I believe in you. That's why you're the commander. All right, so we have 1 slain. Whoops, that was 2 slains. 3 slains right there. This is gone because it's a shield. That's gone because it's a shield. So I know right now that 3 of them are dead, and then the other 2 are going to be gone prone. That was a really impressive shot by the commander. We all know he's the commander for a reason. There we go. Just zooming in quickly a little bit. Commander's got his reload token, but she's dead. Dead. Well, they're zombies, but you know, that's 3 headshots. These are gone prone. Just like that. That was a good shot right there. Good shooting. Should call him Tex. I think the commander's name is going to be Tex. Tex the commander. That's right. So now Sam is going to try to shoot these guys now, and you know, hopefully, because kill them too. We'll see. But he's going fully auto too as well. I can't get too excited there because I had to measure the range to make sure, because again, it's only 6 inch range, but you can see they are just at the cusp, the 2 of them, of 6 inches. So Sam is able to shoot them. So hopefully he's going to kill them too as well. Before we go on, I forgot a house rule that I made that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and that was any miniature that is within 6 inches of the commander gets to re-roll 1 die. So I used this grit one way back when to re-roll, but I'm going to take a grit token back instead, because Bazooka Joe was definitely within 6 inches of the commander, so we should have been able to do that. So I did catch that and I did fix it, which is good. So on to Sam shooting the prone walkers. See if I got really good results this time. Not as good as the commander, but definitely good, because he's got 9 results, 9 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, back to 8 again. Oh well, that's not too bad though. I'll keep that. So now they got to defend. The 2 of them got to defend, but it's burst. He's only shooting at 1, and it's going to be indirect fire, so it's only 1 that rolls. So 1 gets canceled out. So it's 7. So anything, it could be a hit, could be a lightning, it don't matter. It just can't be a shield, and they're dead. And dead. They're gone. They didn't even get a chance to stand back up. They're toasteroni. Good job. That means that Bazooka Joe does not even have to shoot his bazooka yet. I kind of wanted to see the devastation, but hopefully we'll see it this game. We will see. But anyhow, that is the shooting for them, and there's no other shooting for the other 2 guys that are over the other side. So that finished the shooting. We're on to the melee, and as you can see, there's no melee for anywhere. So then we're on to the upkeep phase. First thing I'm going to do for the upkeep phase, I'm going to roll for both of these to see if they can pick up this supply drop. Let's go. Let's go. One success, please. Nope, fail. Second one. Fail. So I'm going to spend that grit token that I got back to hopefully get a 5, 4, or 6. No! They still fail. Like, what the heck is wrong with them guys? I do not like this one bit at all. Anyhow, I can't cry for spilt milk. So now I'm going to do the take position 2 as well. The card there. And all of them can move up to 3 more inches. But I'm only going to move the 3 over here 3 inches. That is it. I'm not going to go here. They're going to come up. They're going to start moving up this way just to give support for this horde that is right there. All right, he moved up to 3 inches. And Bazooka Joe moved up 3 inches. So now I'm going to roll to see if I can get rid of them reload tokens. Commander first. Come on, Commander. Well, he gets rid of 1 reload. Not too bad. So now it is going to be Sam's turn. And Sam, don't get rid of any reload tokens. This is not a good sign. You can see there the commander got only 1 reload token, but Sam still has a 2, so that means Sam cannot shoot this turn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyhow, that is it for the upkeep phase. Now we are going on to round number 6, where we're going to spawn more zombies first before we go to round 6. Oh, round number 6. We only got 2 left to go, and we have 2 supply drops. One that they are at, and for some reason or another, they're having the hardest time to try to pick that stupid supply drop up. Oh boy. All right. Now, I think I made a boo-boo here too as well. And the boo-boo was, originally when I first designed this mission, this scenario, that when you picked up a supply drop, when you searched for it and you failed, I was gonna say that you couldn't pick it up until the next round. But again, this is the next round, so it don't make a sense. But originally, what I planned on doing was that if they failed to pick it up, then they would have to wait 2 rounds and then pick it up. But I'm thinking if we did it that way, it would have been super difficult, especially when there was only an 8-turn scenario game. If it was unlimited turns, then yes, that would make sense. So again, this is just house rules. You can, if you want to play this yourself, you can use any miniatures, you can use this rule set, you can make your own rule setup. You can do whatever you want with it. I'm just having a lot of fun playing this game, and hopefully you're enjoying seeing this game being played. And you're probably shaking your head saying, like, why did you do this when you should have done that? This is just absolutely horrible. But anyhow, we're on to round number 6, the movement. So I'm going to move everything and I will be back. And just to let everybody know, kind of like for zombies, how many zombies are on the board, there is definitely over 40 zombies on this board now, because there was 20 from round 4, 20 from round 5, and now this is round 6. So there'll be another 20. Now, just to let everybody know, another house rule, because you can see here that I definitely don't have 20 more zombies when it comes time to spawn them. When it comes time, if I still don't have enough zombies because I don't kill any, then that means that all zombies that's, okay, so there's 20, just I had 10 left, so 10 more zombies to make 20 would mean that 10 zombies on the board get a free move action of up to 4 inches each. So that could be really hellish. So hopefully that's not going to happen. I should have just pulled out like my Walking Dead zombies to proxy into this, but too late now. I got to keep going on like it was, but the way I designed this scenario. So on to the movement. Gulp, 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 gulp. The movement is all done for both the special ops as well as the zombies. And you can see they're starting to make their way up. This thing is just, forget it. They're not going to do it. These guys, have moved up. Oh, they have moved up. And you can see there's Bazooka Joe and Sam and Commander, but Sam and Commander cannot shoot because they do not have range, and plus they have reload tokens onto them. But what is the worst of all is for these two by the supply drop, because you can see this massive horde is making their way up. Like, this is horrible. Like, I really don't know what the heck is gonna happen here. The only chance I'm thinking is that Bazooka Joe is not going to move his next turn and hopefully be able to shoot in the center of that horde and just obliterate them all with his bazooka. But he can't shoot this turn because he is hindered, which means he can't move and shoot. It's either move or shoot, and he chose to move this one. So yeah, we're kind of looking into some dire circumstances here. That's all the movement. We're going on to the shooting. You can see here, I just checked the range and they are just at 6 inches. And luckily they have burst, so they're gonna go fully auto, and hopefully they're gonna go bing bing, and they're just going to start taking them, because they're all within like an inch of each other. Hopefully the burst is gonna work and they're just gonna get riddled with some bullets. So let's shoot with him first, since the measuring ruler is right there. So let's go to the dice box and hopefully get rid of that crazy zombie waitress. Here goes. Hopefully he's gonna have a roll just like the Commander did, Commander Kex. Here goes, 13 dice. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That wasn't a bad shot at all. Maybe he's Tex Jr. Who knows? So zombie got 1 defense dice and fails the defense. So now all of these are getting rolled. And again, because of burst, it can divvy up. So let's see if we can get at least 1 slain. Actually, I want more than 1 slain here to kill more. And I get no slain. Can you believe that? Like, do I have any cards that I can play here? Let's see. I'll be back in a second. Not the result I was looking for, but I'll take it. You can see that was 7 hits. And again, it's burst, so I just 1 at a time. So there's 7 of them that are prone. And he got his reload token. So now he's going to shoot 2 as well. And just hopefully he is going to be able to get them, because all he needs now is to target 1, and if it fails its defense, any like slain or hit will be able to just take them and kill them. So let's go to the dice box for that one. All right, here goes. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give me good results here. That's not good results. That's not good. 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 That's only 3. Oh, no. I do not like this at all. But let's see if I have any cards that I can play. I happen to have some cards that I've been saving. So these are some cards. So that's going to be an extra hit. That's going to be an extra hit. That hit turns to 2 hits. And that's an extra hit. So that's 1, 2, 3 hits. So that's 3, 4, 5, and that's 6 extra hits right there. Actually, before I do that, no, I have to do it now. So that's 6 extra hits, and then that 1 hit turns to 2 hits, which is this card. So that's 4 of them played. There's no limit on how many of these cards that you can play. And if there is, I'm house rolling it because I need it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's, 7 hits. And that's before the zombie does the defense roll. Could be 6 hits. We'll see. No, fail. So 7 hits. So now, because they're all prone, all I need is again just a lightning or a hit. So that one's gone, that one's gone, and that one's gone, and that one's gone. So I still got the same results kind of, so that's 3 of the prone zombies are going to die. He gets his reload token for his trouble, and that's 1, 2, 3 zombies are dead. The only one left that is able to shoot now is going to be Bazooka Joe because he has a handgun. He's only hindered from his bazooka if he moved, he can't shoot, but a handgun you can move and you can shoot. So he's going to shoot. He's just 6 inches from this zombie. So 2 dice is going in there. He definitely has line of sight that he can see it. But I will show that he does have line of sight before we shoot. You can see there a straight line from center of base to center of base. Nothing is obstructing it. If he was a little bit more over, it would have been obstructing. It wouldn't be able to shoot. But he can't, so that's 2 into that zombie. All right there, Bazooka Joe. 2 shots into the zombie, and you get nothing. That there don't count unless it is after they defend. You'd have to get that to count. So he shot and did nothing, and he gets a reload token for his trouble. Bazooka Joe with his reload token. Good try though, Bazooka Joe. A for effort. Done of the shooting phase, onto the melee phase, but as you can tell, again, surprising enough, there is no melee going on here. So now we're swinging over to the upkeep phase. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 prone zombies stand up. We got to do the reload, and then we have to see if we can get that extra and final ammo dump. So let's go first to stand them up and do the reload. And also, I get to move them an extra 3 inches because of the special thing about take positions. And when I say take positions, I mean take positions. This one here, an extra 3 inches on the upkeep phase where we're at right now. Zombies all stood up, and now we have to roll for to see if they are going to be able to get the reload tokens off. So first we're doing Bazooka Joe. He gets his off. And now let's do the captain, because the captain has 1 as well. Clip some bullets. No, I have to get that. So the captain still has his, and now it is on to Sam that has 2. Sam gets rid of his 2, which is good. And now the other 2 guys, both of them have double shots. So 1 gets off, and 1 gets off. Last but not least, it is going to be now the it's a supply drop. 4, 5, 6, 3. Like, is this dice jinx now? Like, did I roll all the luck out of it? Nope. 6. That means that the supply drop, the 3rd and final one, is picked up. Finally. Thank you, supply drop. You're gone. We are getting close here now. So the only thing left to do for the upkeep phase is spawn 20 zombies on the board. This is not good. And also too as well, we may not have enough zombies for the 20. But anyhow, before we do that, I'm just gonna move this to round number 7 because we got 2 more rounds left. And let's count these out. I'll be back. Oh no. I only had 14 zombies left. So that means the 14 are there. I got 5 here, 5 here, 4 here. So now I get to choose whatever ones I want, but I have to move 6 zombies 4 inches to the closest survivors, but I get to pick. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. I moved 5 zombies up here 4 inches because they were back there, and this guy here was the 6th and final zombie, so I moved him from here 4 inches up, so roughly around here. Anyhow, that was it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that is the 6 extra zombies that I moved up, and now we're on round number 7 officially, and we are on to the movement, and then after the movement, oh, this is getting very, very hairy, scary kind of thing, because all they have to do now is they can try to avoid shooting and just make it to the compound. within the 2 turns. And I'm thinking this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move everything first, and then I'll be back and we'll see how it is situated, and hopefully we're gonna be able to use the run instead of shoot command on the shooting phase. Movement is all done, and it is a tale of disaster. Like, these are just starting to make their way more up the board where I don't want them to be. They're moving around here. They moved up here. The Special Ops team, so Bazooka Joe moved there to keep at least 2 inches or more away from that waitress. And the other 2 Special Ops, Captain and Sam, moved up again to try to keep at least more than 2 inches away from the other zombies too as well. And you can see here, the 2 of them did a little bit of a sidestep to try to keep away from this horde of zombies that are moving up too as well. They did not move their full 6 inches, and the reason why is because if they did, either way they moved, I'm moving the camera around this way and that way, left and right, they would have been within charging range for the zombies to be able to charge. And they don't want to charge the zombies because then the other zombies are going to get close enough to charge them. So that is where everybody is at right now. We are getting so close, and we are on to the shooting phase. And I'm thinking instead of shooting, they're all going to move an extra 4 inches. Well, I don't know about these guys. They can't shoot any else, so they might as well just chance it and run the 4 inches because the zombies moved. And when we get to melee, if they move within 2 inches of the base of the zombies are going to be able to charge. But for the shooting, I'm going to move them all an extra 4 inches, and I'll be back. They all moved an extra 4 inches instead of shooting, so they are still trying to, they're like a 2.5 inches away from this zombie from charging, so he can't charge, which is lucky. And you can see down there, let me zoom in a little bit, Bazooka Joe has moved up, he's safe, and so is Sam. But the commander has made it into the compound. So he had one of the supply drops, so at least some of the small fortified city are going to be able to eat, to heal because of the medicine, and drink as well. So now all we need is the other guys to get in because each of them have a supply drop. So here, supply drop, here, supply drop. So they got to make their way in, but that is it for the shooting. Onto the melee. There's no melee at all. So now we're onto the upkeep phase. And you know, because of that card that I used, I get to move an extra 3 inches with them on the upkeep phase. But before I do that, no prone walkers, no prone miniatures of any kind. So that is fine. So now I'm going to do the reload, and just on these 2, because I don't have to do a reload on the commander because he's in already. And Bazooka Joe and Sam don't need a reload going on. So it's just 2 reloads for them, and then I'm going to move them 3 inches and see what happens. So let's do the reload first. Reload. Fail. Reload. Got one. So at least one got a reload to get rid of that ammo reload token, but the other one is still holding it. Now I'm going to move them 3 inches and I'll be back. I did the 3-inch move and removed the 1 token, so you can see they are there. They're very close. And you can see that Bazooka Joe is so close he could almost taste and lick the gates, but he don't want to lick the gates because that'd be gross. But Sam has made it into the compound with that 3-inch move. Woohoo! So now comes the scary, 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 super scary part. And that is the last thing to do for the upkeep phase is to spawn 5 zombies on each of the zombie spawn points. But as you can see, I got no more zombies. So that means 20 zombies get to move 4 inches. But I get to choose which ones, which is good. But they still all have to move closer to the survivors that are left outside the gate. So I'm going to move them all, and I'll be back. Hopefully there'll be enough, 20 of them down here and here, so I don't have to start moving these guys. I finished moving the 20 zombies, so you can see I moved this group, and all the way over here, I moved this group up to as well, and then 1 from this herd to here. So that's my 20 zombies. which is very lucky, because if I didn't have that many zombies, I'm glad that I bought like 2 or 3 packs of the Project Z zombie miniatures, because if not, this game would be totally different. But I would have hopefully thought so, and would have proxied some other zombies from different games. But anyhow, didn't have to, which is good. And now we are on to none other than the last round, which is, I'm off camera with that. There it is. There's the 8. All right. Number 8. I think we got the game in the bag, though, to be honest. And the reason why I say that, because we are onto the movement now. And all I have to do is to get Bazooka Joe and the other 2 guys in there. But the zombies got to move too, so it's still kind of hairy for these guys. I know Bazooka Joe was safe, but they can move, and then the zombies are going to move closer. So I'm going to move everything anyhow, and then I'll be back and we'll see how we stand. But I think I got the game in the bag. All movement is done on both parts. And this is pretty much a typical zombie movie, to be honest, because you can see all the horde of the zombies, the zombie horde here, and they're all moving up to try to get in where all the fresh food is. But you're going to see something that's kind of dangerous right here. And when I said dangerous right here, I mean exactly in the gate opening. So Sam went in too as well. So now it's only the 2 of these guys left. He has the only one who can fire right now is this guy right here. And you can see they are in charging distance. This zombie's in charging distance. These are not. So when he shoots, if he don't kill that zombie, then that zombie's going to be able to charge in melee and attack him. And that's going to be our first melee battle of the entire game if he don't kill it. But that is all of the movement. Now we're on to the shooting, and the only one left to shoot, because he can't shoot because he's got a reload token on him, is him, and he's going to go fully auto and hopefully hit and kill the Baywatch zombie right there. Let's go to the dice rolling box and hopefully see if he's going to be successful. This could be it. 13 dice. Come on, baby. Okay, so he got 1 good result, 2 good results, 3, 4, 5. 5 results. Now, because I used 4 of my cards, action cards, last turn, I'm going to play some more just so I can try to seal the deal. And that's a shield. I'm not worried about that. But that's 1 hit turns to 2. So that 1 hit there is going to turn into 2 hits. So we'll add that there. There's an extra hit. So again, I want to try to put this zombie to rest. And there's another hit you can play at any time. That's what this means here. So I'm playing it now. Just right here, and 1 more hit, which is going to be there. So that is pretty much going to try to seal the deal to finish it off. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So now the zombie gets 1 black defense die and defends 1. So now we have 8 shots. All he needs is just 1 result, and it is burst. So he could actually kill more than 1 zombie here, which would be cool. And look at that. Headshot. 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 So 3 kills and 4 prone. Let's go back and see what happens. So first off, I'm just going to put his reload token here because he went full auto. So this is going to be a headshot right here. So dead. Within an inch. Dead. So that was more than an inch away, so that's at least 2 there. And then there's some more prone, but again, I can't really disperse any more than what it is. Actually, no, because it's kind of continuing on. But yeah, so that's like, I think it's 3 prone, I said, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 3 of the prone. So that is it for the shot. So the thing is he killed the threat that was close to him, and that is the main thing. Now, you may say, like, that is not how this is working for the bursts and everything. But again, I'm doing a little bit of house rules with it. And I've been doing this all along the whole game. But the way normally that bursts with it is that anyone within 1 inch from the target miniature is going to get hit too as well for the burst or the spray. So because of that, if I was playing this properly, it would only hit like 1 or 2 more miniatures and that's it, like previously on the other clips. But again, because house rules, that's what I did, just to clarify. So that ends the shooting phase, and then we're in melee. Nobody's in melee. And it's just 3 more inches now that we can do for the upkeep phase, and these prone walkers would stand up, or zombies would stand up. But these 3 inches, like, I darn know that they are all, well, he fell down. But anyhow, they all know that they just made it to the inside of the gate. So that means this gate goes, oh, we're inside. It closes. Oh no, it fell and they're all dead. No. The gate has closed shut. And the city is once again protected, and they have their 3 supply crates with food, medicine, and water, and maybe some entertainment, maybe like some, I'd say movies, but I don't know if they have any power there. Who knows? They could have some generators, gasoline, everything like that. So that is good news. Talk about cutting it close. I think this is the closest game I've ever played, because we were on the last round, and as you can see with all these zombies trying to make their way up to the gate, they just barely made it to inside the compound and closed the doors, and that was all on the last turn 8. I'm glad that I put it to turn 8 when I created this scenario, because if it was just turn 6, no way would they be able to succeed, because the board is just too large. Excuse me. I would have had to try to place the drop pods closer to the gate, and that would have been the only way that we could play it with 6 turns. But because it was spread out, and because, you know, it was in the dead zone, that it went to 8 turns. Super, super, super close for this game. Oh, I really, really hope whoever is watching this has enjoyed viewing this game. And if you have played Project Z before, please comment down below and let us know your thoughts onto the game. This game has stopped being made by Warlord Games. It is not in circulation anymore, unfortunately, and I don't think this game got enough love when it was in circulation. I don't know why. This game it's a great game. I really like this game. The rules could be worked on a little bit more. That's why I kind of did a little bit of custom scenario rules for this, because I kind of changed the rules that I thought should have kind of been switched around a bit. And I hope you enjoy it. Now, if you are going to take this custom scenario and these rules and play your own game, by all means, please send me an email at BoardGameManiacs@gmail.com, or just comment onto this video and say like, hey, I took your scenario and your base rules, I kind of revamped them a little bit, and this is what happened. Because I would love to hear the input of all of you subscribers, all of you viewers, to let me know what you thought of this and if you played it yourself. A lot of fun. I love playing tabletop games with dense terrain that makes you be sucked in more into that world when you are playing it. Like, I felt the pressure of all of these zombies coming at me, and I knew I had to try to do something to try to survive, because to be honest, the first game I played of this, not this scenario, because this is all brand new custom that I created for this Octoberween month, but the first time I played Project Z, I sucked. I died horribly, very quickly. Second time I played it, same results. Third time I played Nowhere to Run. I think it's the solo mission for this, and I did succeed. very well. I used the biker faction actually, and the gangers. And that video is actually on our Board Game Maniacs channel on YouTube. You can always just go and check that out if you want to see that gameplay video. And this is the fourth one. I think it's the fourth one, yeah, for Project Z. A lot of fun. I'm going to try to get some other Board Game Maniacs or guests to come in and play this game with me, both as like a cooperative as well as a competitive player versus player with the zombie mechanic. And probably change a little bit of custom rules, house rules, just to make it kind of flow a little bit more smoother. And we're just gonna go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, this is one of the videos for Octoberween, for the month of October. So until next time, Board Game Maniacs, watch out for them zombies, them flesh-eating zombies, because you never know if you're gonna get bit and get changed, or just become zombie food. Who knows? But in either case, I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And until next time, be a maniac. See ya.
Hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to keep up to date with Board Game Maniacs, click on the like and subscribe button to be notified when more videos come available. If you want to become an official sponsor of Board Game Maniacs, go to patreon.com/BoardGameManiacs. Or you can go to streamlabs.com/BoardGameManiacs1. That's right, and you can donate to help keep the lights on, keep food in our bellies, and play more games. We'll purchase more games, more equipment to make Board Game Maniacs evolve and get bigger and larger. Because of you, the viewers, I thank you from the bottom of my toes to the top of my head for all of your support. And until next time, Board Game Maniacs, be a maniac.